Hi guys, welcome back. Hopefully you all are doing well. I'm sorry, I just realized the volume was slightly down, so hopefully that fixed it. But hopefully you guys are doing well. Actually, I'm going to turn this up just a little bit more, just to make sure that you guys can hear me well. So if you have to adjust your volume, I'm so sorry. But hi guys, welcome back. Hopefully you all are doing well. Welcome to Ollie's Oracle. I don't usually say that very often, but I figured that since we've got the business cards and since it's an actual business now, I figured you gotta start somewhere. So, welcome! Hello, hi guys. So today, I know I'm a little tardy to my own party, gotta be fashionably late just a little bit, but today I'm gonna do a round of air, fire, earth, water. Now, for those of you who are new here, and that I have quite a few of you, the air, fire, earth, water readings are essentially done by zodiac. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, those are air signs. Aries, Leo, Sag, those are fire signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is water. And Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn are earth signs. So while you are working through this, take a second. Maybe go to Google if you don't quite know what your zodiac sign is. But take a look, see where you fall, and then the timestamps will be down on the bottom, so click on the timestamp that suits you. They are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So for those of you who are a little bit more experienced, and you know that information, please feel free. For those of you, again, who are new, if you look at the online birth charts that you can create, I know that there are plenty of tools out there. But you can go type in your date of birth, your time, if you know that, where it was, and it'll give you a birth chart. So that will tell you what is your sun, your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Like that will give you that information. But that's something for you guys to look into. I'm just the card reader. I'm just here to read the messages that come through today. So without further ado, we are going to get started, and I'm going to start with earth signs. It's interesting to start with earth signs, but I know that we are moving into the Virgo new moon, and that definitely plays a role. Virgo new moons are about starting new seeds. It's about planting those seeds of abundance, with it being earth energy. These manifestations at about this time will, once you plant them, will immediately just start to go. So just be mindful of what you are planting, but we're going to start with earth signs. So that's what we're doing. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, hopefully you all are doing well. We're going to take a look and see what wants to come through for you. They're going to be quick readings because I only have my Wisdom of the Oracle and my Souls on Fire Tarot. I don't have any of the other sets. They are at the shop. All right, I'll do it this way. We've got Community, because these two want to jump. Chaos and Conflict. Okay. Go the distance. Earth signs. I feel as though that you are in the middle of something great, even though it could very well be a little bit messy. It does have to do with the people around you, the community that you surround yourself with. It could be a job. It could be an actual community. So we'll take a closer look at this. But the goal of this is to continue doing what you're doing, to go that extra mile, to go the distance. Yes, as you may or may not see here, the cheetah is losing bits and pieces. Well, chaos and conflict, it is taking a bit out of you, but you do have the tools to go further. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to take it a step further. It's very interesting. What is this? We've got 8, 33, and 47. So 8, 6, and 11, which goes back to 2. Even numbers. Balance. Okay. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through for this. You guys can't really see the table, and I do apologize. We'll work on that. Underneath, we've got the death energy. There's that Virgo energy showing up. The Hermit, the Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Absolutely. Absolutely. So while you're going through these changes here, you know what, I'll just take all 4 of you. While you're working through this energy and going through these changes, first, you will discover that bits and pieces of you do need to fall away. You know, with experience comes wisdom. I've also heard that with age comes experience, which also brings about wisdom. But while bringing things together, while bringing things in a grounded way that's going to help the community, I'm trying to pin this down, you essentially are going to transform. You're going to change into a new energy, a new being for yourself. Because you are guiding that light, because you are moving forward to something that is very bountiful. Bountiful? Is that even English? English is hard. You'll learn that on this channel. English is hard for me. But you do have things coming in. Now, given they can be slow-paced, I feel as though that whatever this pentacle is, whatever you are gaining out of this, it is kind of it can be a slow process. But you want to make sure that as you are leaving things behind, that they are the right things that you are leaving behind, and the things that you are bringing with you are the things that you're supposed to be bringing with you. See how that all kind of plays into oneself. So let's see what else wants to come through. We've got the Page of Cups, the Three of Swords, okay. And of course the bonus card is the Raising Consciousness here in the Souls on Fire Tarot by Mary Jo Cranmore. Descriptions are in the description box below. We've got the Page of Wands, okay. Okay. We've got the Devil energy. That could be fear, restraint, Two of Pentacles, okay. Seven of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So, I do want to touch base with a few things on this, and I don't usually break this all up, but I'm going to do that. So with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, they are like smaller aces. And when I say smaller aces, I mean that there is a brand new beginning, except it's a little bit smaller. And with well, essentially, but with the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands, that energy is loving. It is inspired energy. I mix those around. But I feel as though that as you are kind of going through this energy with these pages and learning these new things, losing some things that you've kind of held on to can kind of suck. With the transformative energy that I am currently going through, it is scary. There is some fear here. Like, am I moving in the right direction? Am I releasing and letting go what I'm supposed to be releasing and letting go of? It's one of those things that if you don't work on it and logically and emotionally work on it, logic and emotion, passion and emotion, I feel as though that you could drown. You could very well drown. You could very well get caught up in the chaos and conflict, and I don't want that for you. So, as you are moving through this energy, just know that things are falling away for other things to come in. You can't have something for nothing. You can't hog all the money and expect people just to give you free things. Because you have the money. Could be money related. I don't know why that came through. But regardless, the example still stands that you have to give a little to get a little. And I feel like that's kind of where that fear comes in. You got to learn to balance that energy. You have to balance yourself, know and trust the universe, and trust yourself. Trust yourself. Because the moment you step into that more balanced energy and start to lay down a foundation and have boundaries with yourself and with this energy that you are working with among the chaos and conflict, you move forward. Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, he's kind of sneaking away with the Five of Swords. He is kind of walking off. And the Five of Swords, Five of Swords, if I can find it in here. I don't usually tear through tarot decks either, but Five of Swords, that's the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, that's the Five of Wands. Close, but no cigar. Wherefore art thou? And of course I will shuffle these before I move on. The Five of Swords is that situation things where he's actually thieving. He's taking the swords behind their backs, which it's not really a good thing to do. But with the Seven of Swords here, that is, I'm leaving these behind, and if I come back for the swords, I come back for the swords. If I don't, I don't. But I feel like in this instance, with laying that foundation and having that self-worth and self-value and trust in yourself, you move forward. And, the Seven of Swords also makes me feel, it's almost like those little white lies we tell ourselves. And sometimes you can use them for good. You can use them for good. But in this particular instance, the example that I'm going to give you is you can tell yourself, I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it. It's like doing the dishes. I'll do them later. Do you really end up doing them later? Some of you, yes. Some of you do end up doing dishes later. I know that sometimes when I've had such a long day and I'm among all of this nonsense and I'm like, I'll do them later, come to find out I actually am doing them the next day. Do whatever it is you have to tell yourself to make yourself feel comfortable with this transition, with this balanced energy. Trust yourself. It is scary. New experiences are always scary. But from what I see here, you will succeed. So, Earth signs, this is what I have for you. Virgo, you show up. We've got, I always confuse them. Sag and Scorpio, we'll just take them both. And Capricorn. So those are the zodiac signs that I see. So you could be dealing with somebody. It could be part of your moon, rising, or Venus. Take that for however that comes through. But we are now going to move on. We're going to move on to water signs. So hello, water signs. Hopefully you all are doing well. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Now that I think about that, I just want to think that one's Sag. But regardless. But hopefully you all are doing well, water signs. We are doing just a round of air, fire, earth, water. Wants to see what wants to come through. So take what resonates and leave what does not. I'm not going to repeat oracle cards. So you're not going to get these regardless. But water signs, let's see what wants to come through for you. I'm going to give these 1, 2, 3. All right, and what do we have for the water signs today? What do we have? What do we have underneath? We have a deep knowing. Okay. A deep knowing. Unfinished symphony. Okay. Breathe. Water signs. It is very unusual for you to be stuck in stagnant energy. And maybe you're not stuck. Stuck is the wrong word. I don't want to use the word stuck. But I feel as though that right now you are in a situation. And I almost feel like it's a personal situation. And by personal situation, I don't feel like it's like a business or I definitely feel like it's a you thing. But right now there's a lot of unfinished things. Don't want to put a label on it just yet. There are a lot of unfinished things, and right now, the universe is asking you to stand still. Stand still and breathe. It's almost like you're waiting it's almost like you're suspended. Suspended in midair, or you're in like a waiting room. I'm literally seeing somebody who's just kind of frozen in the air. Maybe you were free falling? We'll see how, if and how that plays in. But I definitely feel as though that right now you are among unfinished energy. Let's see what we've got underneath. We got the King of Swords. There's that deep knowing. There's the Seven of Swords. The Nine of Pentacles. I literally just shuffled you. There you are. The Fool. I was like, I literally just shuffled you. So I do feel as though that there are some things that will need some clarity. And with this 1 of Swords that the King is holding, and the 7 of Swords here, well, 7 plus 1 is 8. And the 8 of Swords is stuck situations. On a very low vibration, it is victim mentality. Just throwing that out there. I'm not saying that that's what you're doing, but on the low, super low vibration, that is victim mentality. But with what that tells me is that you are in a situation that, not saying you kind of got yourself into, but steps and series of things unfolded that got you to this point, and now you can't move beyond this point, because I feel as though that there is something about yourself that you need to learn. This 9 of Pentacles usually a view as self-worth, but with the Fool following right behind it, I feel as though that you're learning something new about yourself. And that's kind of why you're stuck in this breathe energy. She almost looks like she's meditating. Maybe that's what some of you need to be doing, is meditating. So we'll see what else wants to come through here. Well, there's the Queen of Swords. There's King and Queen of Swords. Could be with another person, or could be that balanced energy inside of you. I usually see it as both, but we'll see. We got the Sun, the 4 of Swords. Wow. Bright, beautiful healing. There's that Libra energy. Okay. Ooh, we got the Hanged Man. I don't know why he came out in reverse. And you know what? We got the Strength card here. I'm going to turn that Hanged Man back upside down. He came out like that for a reason. We got the Knight of Wands. We got the Lover's energy. Love that. Got the Empress. All right. So usually, I view energy as a spectrum, and usually when the cards come out in reverse, I do flip them right side up because I see it. However, in this particular reading with the water signs, I feel as though that you are not seeing things from a clear perspective. There is some sort of energy here that does need some light shed on it. And it could very well be a truth, because the swords are truth, spoken words. It could be a truth that you may not have wanted to hear. And that's okay. There are plenty of people out here in this world who don't want to hear and see the truth, even if it bit them on the nose. Some people just don't want to do that, and that's okay. That is okay. But in this particular energy with you water signs, I feel as though that's what's kind of fucking you up. And I feel as though that does need healing and balance. It does. It does need healing and balance. It's also going to take some courage to move forward. It is going to take some courage to move forward. With the Knight of Wands, that is a messenger, a message coming in. It's inspiring. So I feel as though that, as you start to have courage, it's almost like once you step into that courage... Why am I seeing this? What's that meme? It's a meme where I don't even remember who it is, but he looks over, and it's like an older guy looks over at the kid, and it's like, first time? What is that? I know there have been plenty of memes like that, but essentially that's what this is. Essentially, once you see things from a new perspective, once you kind of shift that perspective from one thing into another, it is nerve-wracking. But I feel as though somebody comes along and it's like, hey, is this your first time? Like, yeah, this sucks, but this is how I kind of got through it. Like, this is what I did. And I feel as though that alone, that message, that inspiring message that comes in, puts you back in your power. The Lovers and the Empress energy. It's beautiful. Beautiful energy. I also feel as though it does help you tap back into your emotions. Because right now you may be shutting them down. You may be shutting them down. Because you can't get through this energy. And that's okay. Again, that is okay. But what I'm here to tell you is that there is something more for you to learn while being in this small pool of water. I know it's not what you're used to, but there's some things to work on in this pool of water. Okay? Okay. Alright, because the King and Queen of Swords shows up, I'm going to take air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have more Gemini. We also have more Libra. We've got Leo. Leo's here pretty loud. Gemini, you're here really loud too. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Leo here. Libra, Taurus. Yeah, there's quite a bit here. I almost feel like with this air energy, it's time for you to let in, like today, I've got the windows open. It's almost time for you to open the windows and let some of that wind come in to stir up that energy to help you kind of see what's going on. It'll be okay, water signs. It's gonna be okay. So, but this is what I have for you. I really, really hoped this helped. So we did earth signs. We did water signs. Now we're going to move on to fire signs. Hello, fire signs. Hopefully you all are doing well. This is for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through for you. That is 2. Give me one more. There we are. All right. Fire signs. Let's see what the tarot has for you today. Underneath, we've got poised. Okay. Milk and honey. Okay. New life. Interesting. I'm impressed, just to say the least. Because especially I know with the fire signs, and I'm not trying to diss any of the fire signs, but for those of you who lean more into your sun sign than it is your moon sign, Aries, Leo, sometimes Sagittarius, but I usually know that Aries and Leo, they usually have a headstrong, let's go energy. It's like, let's go, I'm going to bust through here like the Kool-Aid Man, and that's how this is going to be. But in this particular energy, I don't think that's what you did. I don't think that's what you did. I don't think you let a particular situation or energy rile you up. In fact, you stayed in one spot and you're like, nah, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch this happen. Because the only person who's making yourself look like a fool is you. And I feel as though that in itself is a feat for fire signs. And again, I'm not trying to knock you guys, but that was exactly what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to sit and observe. You weren't supposed to come out of your energy. You weren't supposed to bust in like the Kool-Aid Man. You did exactly what you were supposed to in this energy, and now I feel like you're going to be rewarded because today Mercury in retrograde finally freaking ends. Thank you. Thank you. That is one less planet in retrograde. I think we're now down to 5? 5 or 6. I know that we had 7, and then Venus came out of retrograde, and now Mercury is out of retrograde, so I think we still got 5. But while being in this energy, you guys did great. You guys did absolutely beautifully, and now I feel as though you're going to be rewarded with something new, a new chapter. A brand new chapter. So let's see what wants to come through more with this energy. Fire signs. Wow. Wow. It's almost like I'm flabbergasted over here because I'm thinking of the fire signs that I know, and I know very well that some of them have been sitting in this I'm just going to watch and see what you do energy. They haven't moved, they haven't overreacted, they haven't lit the world on fire, so to speak. So it's very interesting that shows up that way. Well, let's see what wants to come through for you, fire signs here. Underneath, we got the 6 of Pentacles. We've got the Sag energy of death. We've got the 6 of Wands. We've got the Queen of Cups. Absolutely. You know, this may have been something that was really difficult for you. Very difficult for you. And you embraced that balance. You embraced that energy. Even with the noise. Even with the noise. You stepped into your energy, and I feel as though that triggered a change in you. Because I know sometimes fire signs, I'm like, close this window. I know that with fire signs, you guys, again, tend to set the world on fire. And that's okay. Sometimes the world needs a fire under its ass, but not in this instance. And I feel as though that definitely connected you on an emotional level with yourself and how you're feeling, but it also led you to a new course. It was victory. You succeeded. Like I said, I'm flabbergasted over here. Flabbergasted. What you got? 10 of Wands. Page of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. Yes. 9 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. Yes. Capricorn energy. The Fool. What's the last? Oh, absolutely. Guys, whatever this was, I definitely feel as though you are moving away from it now. Definitely on your way. And you haven't gotten to that point and you're still kind of like, ooh, I want to jump in. Don't do it. Stay in your power, stay in your energy, stay in your self-worth. Fire signs generally tend to have a lot of that. But that is part of who you are. Don't let somebody take that from you. Sit in this energy. Usually when the 4 of Pentacles shows up, I view it as stagnation. This I view as you guys are sitting here like, no, this is what I got. This is what I bring to the table. This is who I am. What are you going to do? What do you bring to the table? I don't know why that just flashed through, but the 6 of Pentacles, like, he's standing there with the scales and he's like, I know what I'm worth. Like, here, I'll give you this, but at the same time, as I told, what was it? Fire or earth signs? Earth signs. They had to give a little to get a little. It's kind of this instance, but in this way, I feel as though you've given, you just haven't gotten. And so instead of getting angry and lashing out and being like, yo, like, where's the equivalent exchange here? The universe will handle that equivalent exchange. But you are headed towards happier energy. Even though, maybe you wanted to react a certain way. Maybe you were angry, or maybe you were almost afraid of how this was going to unfold. Take this for how this resonates for you. But at the end of the day, you're moving on. You're moving forward. You've got a brand new beginning. You are going through wonderful change. And the Magician actually has all 4 aces here on the table. He's holding that Ace of Wands, but the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles are still on the table. Brand new beginning, which coincides with new life. I mean, if we're going to look at it that way. Your self-worth is still intact. You're still abundant. There's celebration energy, and you are well on your way. New life. So fire signs, congratulations for not jumping down people's throats, for not setting the world on fire, even if you may have wanted to. Congratulations. Congratulations. We've got Sag, Virgo, Capricorn, and Gemini here. So those could mean something to you. Those could be, again, part of your birth chart, your zodiac placements. But this is what I have for you, fire signs. This is what I have for you. Wow. Just wow. Wow. All right. We did earth, water, fire, and now we're moving on to air signs. Hi, air signs. How are you? Hopefully you all are doing well. We're going to see what wants to come through for you. I'm pretty intrigued, if I'm honest. I am pretty intrigued with what's coming through with all of these, and I completely forgot that Mercury was coming out of retrograde today, and I'm just like, this was not the energy I was expecting to walk into, but it was the energy that I got. So let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through for us. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Underneath, we have soulmates. Yeah, okay. Hello. Serendipity that tried to run away from me. A leg up. Air signs, And I know that on a personal level, I have felt this energy. I am going through this energy right now. But air signs, I feel as though that you have walked into union. And that union could be with another, or it could be an internal union. For me, it's more of an internal union than it is a physical union, but at the same time, that emotional union has made me come into a physical union with myself. Like, I can feel happier and brighter because I've gone through the necessary processes in order to get here. And that's the energy I feel. The serendipity energy. Of course, with every rose, it's going to have a thorn. Generally, there's usually a thorn or two on the roses, and that's okay. Because with those sharp experiences come the experiences that are loving and kind, and you can't have one without the other. But I feel as though that in this particular instance, you were getting more good than bad. And you were using it. You are using it. Whether it be conscious or subconscious, you are using this energy, tapping into this energy, and moving forward. I almost wanted to say tapping into the energy of the Virgo new moon, because I know I mentioned that at the beginning. And it's kind of what this is. This Virgo full moon energy is going to shove all of us who have done the work, who are going through the process, forward. And that's what this feels like. That's exactly what this feels like. It feels beautiful. It feels serene. It almost feels like you woke up and you had the perfect day, is what this feels like. Like the sun was shining. Well, let me rephrase, the perfect day for you. So if you like wet and rainy days, then of course it's raining, it's thunderstorming. But for me, it's days like today, where it's not too hot, not too cold, the breeze feels beautiful, the sun is shining, like people are in such a happy mood, like it's that type of energy that I'm feeling. Which is interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's see where we're going. I'm going to give these one more shuffle. No. There you go. I'm going to do that one more time because I don't like it when they get stuck. Much better. Alright, let's see where we're going. Let's see what wants to come through for air signs. I said earth signs. Not doing that again. We've got the Queen of Wands. We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Page of Pentacles. And then we also have the Three of Pentacles. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's so much here in just 4 cards. I feel as though you're moving forward with inspired passion. It's like somebody may have lit a fire in you, or you are the one that's running with that torch. You're lighting the way. You are guiding people forward. Whatever this energy is, it's bright. It's bright. And I feel as though that, you may have had to do this behind the scenes. You may have had to step away from some groups, some individuals, some people. But that's okay. That's normal. But the fact that you snuck away and learned something new. You learned a value of, with the value of hard work, of working together, but with the 3-in-1 that makes the 4 of Pentacles, I feel as though that you are also working with the value of yourself. You are holding on to that abundant energy, and you are starting to understand how this works. How that ebb and flow feels when it flows into your life and how it flows out of your life. I feel as though you're definitely tapping into that energy. What else you got? 5 of Wands. Yeah, see, there's that conflict. 10 of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. Conflict could be coming from people you know. Okay. Knight of Swords. 2 of Cups. Absolutely. 9 of Pentacles. I see. 6 of Cups. King of Pentacles. And this is the second time that Magician has fallen right here. It did the same thing for fire signs. So, the Five of Wands and the Ten of Cups makes me feel as though that it is somebody that you know. Somebody who, could be a partner, whether it be a romantic partner or it could just be like a best friend or a family member. Somebody does not understand. And that's okay. That's okay. Being a tarot reader here in town, there are a few people who don't quite understand. In fact, I've had a few messages come in from those people telling me that what I am doing is not right for them. But the key words there is for them. People are allowed to express themselves and however they see fit. And just because it doesn't work for you guys doesn't mean it doesn't work for me. And I feel like with this Five of Wands, Ten of Cups energy, it may not work for the standard traditional family, but it may work for you. And you are now stepping into that balance. You may understand that, this isn't for you. Like how, I really don't want to use that example. Can I have a different one? Okay, thank you. Let's say everyone in your family likes vanilla ice cream. Everyone in your family likes vanilla ice cream, but guess what? You don't. You actually like chocolate. You like chocolate ice cream. Okay? And your family for years have made you eat vanilla ice cream. You've tolerated it. It's okay. It doesn't really have any flavor to it, according to you, but that's your opinion. That's how you see that ice cream. Well, then one day you wake up and you're a big grown-up. You've decided that you're going to make a different choice, and you're like, nah. They're like, oh yeah, and we need one more vanilla ice cream, and you're like, no. Please give me the chocolate one. And they all just kind of like, why would you do that? Because it makes you happy. Because this is what you need to do as an individual. And walking away from other people, I almost feel like is exactly what you're supposed to be doing, because that clarity comes in. That message comes in, that clarity strikes. And this Two of Cups makes me feel as though it's almost like finding your tribe. Finding the people you belong with. Finding the people that are going to inspire you. Who are going to help you heal. And it could be people from the past, because the Six of Cups is about past circumstances, situations, can be. In other instances, it can be about that give and take. But an emotional give and take, it's about that balance there. Again, the balance act is here. The balancing is here. But I feel as though that if you haven't already found your footing with that balance, you will. You will, but you have to listen to yourself. You have to listen to yourself and understand that your opinions, the things that you live your life, how you live your life, how you have union coming in, and just being your true, authentic self, that is what you have to lean into. Know your worth, know your value, and know that you are allowed to live your life in a way that makes you happy. Really, if you don't want the vanilla ice cream, don't get the vanilla ice cream. Don't do it. Get your favorite flavor of ice cream. Go and get it. Stop letting these people beat you with their passions and their inspirations and the things that they want to do. Calmly look at them and be like, you know what, if that works for you, you go do it. I hope you are successful. I hope you are so successful in your endeavors that it works out for you, but you're not going to make me do what you want to do, because that's not how this works. It's not. It's not how this works. We only have Virgo that shows up in this reading. And I don't feel like it's another person. I feel like it could be another one of your placements. But I almost feel as though that's what's manifesting in this Virgo new moon. In this Virgo time frame, new beginnings are coming for you. So, this is what I have for you, air signs. I really, really hope this helped. This has been beautiful energy. Again, I'm kind of right smack dab in the middle of this energy, but I am starting to find my balance. And you will too. The Tower, the Ace of Pentacles, the Libra energy of justice, and the Eight of Cups. You're well on your way. Well on your way. So this is what I have for all of you. Thank you very much for joining me today. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm tardy to my own party. You will see this later in the evening. I know that it's sunshiny here, but chances are this will be popping out at about in between 6 and 8, depending on when I get to this. But thank you guys very much for joining me today. This has been wonderful. You guys have been great. I very much appreciate each and every single one of you. And hopefully you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you all again later. Bye, guys.